nutrition for endurance athletes, specifically nutrition for runners. The main point is that as your runs approach an hour, maybe an hour and a half in length, water is not enough to feed your system. In order to have a successful run, have a good recovery, have an overall good training program, you need to fuel your body with the right nutrients. So the principles of nutrition are threefold, and that's A, we lose water. B, in that water we lose electrolytes. And C, that we burn up energy. So if we want to fuel our bodies properly, we need to make sure that we're replacing water, replacing electrolytes, and replacing energy or fuel. The primary electrolytes that we lose are sodium and potassium. The others, such as calcium, magnesium, those are important, but not nearly as important as sodium or potassium. And the primary fuel that we burn up are carbohydrates. Equally, protein is important. However, protein's more important maybe a couple hours before you run or a couple hours after a run, but does not really contribute to your body moving during exercise. I've adopted a saying from Gatorade, and that's replenish, refuel, rehydrate, which means you need to replenish your body's electrolyte sources, you need to refuel your body with carbohydrate, and you need to rehydrate it with water. A couple tools we have to use that. One here is a water bottle with a little handle on it. These are okay. This is about 16 ounces. Got a nifty little zipper here for keys or whatnot. This might be better for some of your shorter runs. But if you're running longer, especially if you're training for a marathon, I highly recommend the Fuel Belt or something similar. It has 4 6-ounce bottles. You can buy larger ones. But because you distribute the weight, you don't get the sloshing around that you maybe get with this or with a Camelback or with some of the water bottles that attach to the back. Some of those are fine for hiking or walking, but if you're running, you hardly notice that this is on. So refuel, replenish, rehydrate. A couple other quick rules of thumb. Roughly 20 ounces per hour. So this is about a 20-ounce water bottle. So if you're not drinking this much, and I can guarantee 95% of you watching this video are not drinking at least 20 hours an hour when you run, you may want to consume a little bit more fluids. Obviously, it also depends on how much you sweat and your overall physical size. Carbohydrate, keep it in about 100 calories per hour, or rather that's a good place to start, but your body can probably tolerate up to 300 calories per hour. And mixed sources of carbohydrate are preferred as well. So if you can read the ingredient label and it says fructose and maltodextrin and a couple other different things, that's what you want, rather than saying something just saying sugar or glucose. You also want to keep your electrolytes, primarily sodium, double the amount of calories. So if you're taking in 100 calories per hour, you want to take in 200 milligrams of sodium per hour or thereabouts. If you're a really heavy sweater or you exercise where it's really hot or humid, your electrolyte needs will be double that. So maybe up to 4 times the amount of energy or calories that you're taking in. The last quick rule of nutrition is the most important one, and that's never try anything new on race day. That's the benefit of having things like this, is you can bring your own nutrition with you on race day. And it doesn't matter if you're drinking a carbohydrate solution, electrolyte drink, or if you're having the gels, because remember, as long as you're meeting those 3 principles of water, carbohydrate, and electrolytes, however you put the package together, whatever works best for your stomach is what's going to make you most successful on race day.